Oh, niggas think shit funny.
This is Darisha Bailey Vaught, a 17-year-old from Rochester.
17.
Minnesota. What happened next would change these young lives forever and shake this small community to its core. It all started at 1:20 a.m. on Sunday, July 16th.
Nah, happened at this time of night.
Memorial Park in Forest Lake. What began as tension between two groups of young people boiled over into a violent confrontation. Witnesses say both sides were armed, some with baseball bats, hammers, and a crowbar. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Dylan Simmons was playing hacky sack with friends at the park that night when he sent a text message to Devin Bailey Vaught telling him to come to the park to fight. A conflict between Simmons and Vaught and their respective friend groups had been brewing for about 2 years. Through records requests and extensive research, Midwest Crime has obtained exclusive footage of
Let's see what they get into. Let's see what happens.
Outside of court, here's the full story. Vaught arrived in a vehicle, while Simmons and a passenger exited his vehicle wielding hammers. Vaught and his friend were also armed with a baseball bat and a folding knife. A witness would later tell jurors, both sides up to this point were in the wrong. As the fight starts to wind down, Simmons and a friend head back to his car, a white Mazda sedan.
Our coverage is made possible because of sponsors.
Come on, not Morgan and Morgan again. Like, we understand.
Like for Yvette Torres,
I gotta figure out how to get that bag too.
Their fee is not all off going before the
Simmons drives toward the crowd.
West Prime, or find the link in the.
Simmons, you a dweeb. Why are you driving towards the crowd?
Simmons drives toward the crowd, narrowly missing the group standing just inches away. He crashes into the rear of Vaught's vehicle, nearly running over someone's foot and brushing against someone else's leg. Simmons backs up and accelerates again, this time hitting Vaught's sister, 17-year-old Darisha, driving over her with both front and rear tires before speeding away. Now,
I know he in his head like, nah, shit wacky. You better hope she alive. Bro, not even really thinking that shit really killed her. That shit 5 tons.
this time, we bring this exclusive footage to the public from 3 perspectives.
Bro hopped in a whip. Hold on, I gotta really see, cause this shit ain't clear on my end. Play it back.
Now, for the first time, we bring this exclusive footage to the public from 3 perspectives.
She on the floor, gang. Oh my.
Oh my God! Where you shut?
Nah, hold on. My screen tripping on that yacht. She right there. That's her right there.
You gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
Moments later,
Whoa.
police and paramedics arrive. They rush to the
Whoa,
medical
that's
rescue
wacky.
as she lies in the parking lot.
Rolled over, like you drove over her, Cuddy. Like, y'all little as her, young as hell playing. You don't know if he drove over her head or her stomach. Sheesh.
Site 3434, CPR in progress. Here, I'm gonna switch out with you, okay?
Despite their efforts, she had multiple fractures and a traumatic head injury.
I knew that shit drove straight over her head.
Shortly after rescue crews arrived, a medical examiner later ruled her death was a homicide. Simmons and his passenger quickly drove away, but they didn't get far. The passenger called someone still at the scene who was speaking with an officer. They convinced Simmons to return back to the scene. Simmons eventually drove back and turned himself in and admitted to officers that he knew he'd struck the victim. This surveillance camera video gave prosecutors the evidence they needed to upgrade Simmons' charges to second-degree murder, with 3 counts of second-degree assault added to the case.
A family in Forest Lake is grieving the loss of a
Sheesh.
Police say that
They think it's shit funny, think it's shit a game. You really did something to somebody, bro. Like, why did my AirPods disconnect, bro? This what I be talking about. Nobody said to do that. Nobody tell him to do that at all. This shit got a mind of its own, I swear to God. What the fuck just happened, bro? Come on.
20-year-old Dylan Simmons appeared in court for the first time.
20 years
after
old.
Washington County prosecutors charged him with third
Third degree
and vehicular homicide.
Simmons' trial started in December 2024, but it wasn't long before tensions turned the quiet courthouse into chaos. Two families, one seeking justice, the other claiming innocence. During the first day of the trial, both sides shouted at each other outside the courtroom and a hole was punched in the wall. With the fighting continuing over lunch,
somebody punched a hole in the wall
near the courthouse.
I just want him to pay for his crime. Like, he's admitting that he hit her, but he's not admitting that he did it on purpose.
He's right. Despite prosecutors saying Dylan Simmons intentionally tried to hit people with his car, killing Bailey Bath, Simmons' mother is speaking out for the first time, saying her son is a good kid and did not.
As always, he was a good kid.
First and foremost, I want to start out by saying that our hearts and prayers go out to Darisha's family, the Bailey Bath family. They've suffered a tremendous loss.
You think it's shit funny? Think should have gained.
Anytime.
That boy about to do some
What I'm
years.
saying is he's not a murderer. What they're trying to throw at him is crazy to me.
The two groups had been fighting. Waldo says her son was terrified when it was all unfolding at Lakeside Veterans Memorial Park.
His car was surrounded by multiple kids beating on the car with a bat. He freaked out. He was scared. He put it in drive. There was people in front of the car and some jumped out of the way, and unfortunately she didn't. And
She don't even know how to feel for her. She don't really feel sorry for her, I feel like. It's just a reaction channel for her. Don't hurt me.
Not his life. Like, I just don't.
But as far as prison time, how long is enough?
I want him to do the rest of his life. Because
Nah, I ain't choosing a solid, but he said the rest of his life, bro, only 20, bro. And then, like, whoever your daughter saw she was on, you gotta think about it, they was going against him, so, like, why was you even there playing in Boy Beat? So it's like,
we lost a life. He should spend the rest of his life in prison.
After a 5-day trial, the jury reached its verdict. Simmons was found guilty of second-degree murder without intent, and he was acquitted of the charge of second-degree murder with intent. Jurors found him guilty of criminal vehicular homicide and 3 counts of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon. Simmons remained jailed in Washington County ahead of his sentencing, set for March 20th, 2025.
wait, that shit happened.
Ultimately determined Simmons' fate. He is facing up to 40 years in prison.
40 years? You're not coming out till he's
Teresa's
60.
family, the verdict brought a measure of justice, but they still feel the pain of her loss. This part of their legal battle may be over, but the scars of that night
6-0.
My daughter
That's
is
retired,
gone.
yeah.
Never gonna see her again.
That's wacky.
Never gonna be able to hold her. Never gonna see her graduate.
Now they can only remember a young woman who was excited to graduate high school next spring.
Father loses his daughter's OD.
So much. I miss my best friend and my baby sister so much.
For an
I ain't gonna lie, he was ugly as hell. That one was a different one. I ain't gonna lie, that was a little wackier, because how the shit even happen? Come to the park, try and get it on. Nobody got it on. Everybody had weapons. Somebody was gonna get hurt or die, and that's what happened. Like, comment, subscribe. You fuck with the reaction video. Check out the vlog and check out the podcast. Shop the Amazon storefront. Link in the bio. We out.